Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here with Ajax, our Youth Academy Challenge. We're about to take on Feyenoord away from home here. AZ will be away to Roda before we do that. Let's see what they get. Hopefully it'll be a nice home win for Roda. It's 2 apiece, that's not bad. At least that means I think that AZ can't overtake us with their game in hands. They're on games in hand. No, they can't. They actually don't have any games in hand now. So 4 points behind us. Nice. Feyenoord, of course, level on points. 1 game in hand. If we beat them here, we actually go into pole position. Tough one though. We have beat them once, and they've beaten us once. I'm going to clear the selection here. Actually, make sure we get the correct team for going up against them. Roy Grok will be the goalkeeper, as he always is. At the back, Delight unfortunately can't play, so Veltman comes in. Farkas has been doing very well in the middle, so we will continue with him. He's obviously developing well also. He doesn't look that good at all statistically. I don't know if maybe we want to bring in somebody else, but nah, I'm going to continue with him just because he's done well. And then I'll go with Boy Kemper as the left-sided centre-back. Wing-backs, we will go with Backboard as the right wing-back, and Savastano, as always, will be the left wing-back. 21 years of age now, Savastano, and still looking kind of average, to be honest. In the midfield here, it has to be Noah Lang, who's done so well since coming in this season, in there alongside Van de Beek. And up top, the trio will be Kluivert on the right. It will be the returning Sierhuis down the middle. Fitness report giving him 75 minutes, but we'll see what we can do on that one. If he needs to play 90, he'll play 90. And on the left, we will go Gino Decker, who... hot and cold sometimes, Gino Decker, but he has produced big moments in important games. The bench, pretty much everyone. Leeuwenburg, Zigtig, Zefoik, Eiting, Van Gelderen. I should move Eiting down because I prefer him to be a midfield. Think of him as a midfielder rather than a centre-back. Maduro, and then Kellenkamp. Eiting and Kellenkamp. Then Nunnally, Gio de la Vega, Eros Made, and Eric Koning will complete the bench. Sierhuis is on an insane 28 goals on the 9th of December. Let's hope he can pop up here in the big derby game and help us out in the league. Will be difficult, of course, coming away against the might of Feyenoord here. But let's hope we can get something. I'm going to passionately tell them to give the fans something to cheer today in a big derby game. Motivates Veltman and... is that Kluivert or Backboard perhaps? Sorry, Van de Beek. Yeah, I think it's Van de Beek that's motivating. Assistant can do the tunnel interview, and we'll just tell him to show some passion here, as I say, big derby game. As it goes out to Berghuis, or Berghuis. He's injured anyway, so hopefully we can get the boot into him. We put the boot into Josue there. Oh, right, and it comes from him, header away, smashed over the bar by, I'm just going to call him Berghuis. Berghuis puts it over the bar. Presumably if your lad's Sierhuis, then he's Berghuis. Headed away though, Denisov coming clear for Feyenoord. Come on, don't you dare let them counter from one of our corners. Denisov racing past his man, switches to play. Berghuis, 1-0 from a counter. Not good whatsoever. So basic. He played it down the left, Denisov ran all the way down the left, switched it to the right, and it was an easy tap in for Berghuis. Need to get back quickly. Backboard finds Kluivert, fairly surrounded by red shorts. Great ball though to spread it out for Savastano. Plays it to Kemper, finds Van de Beek and Decker. Challenge. Oh, and they've allowed Sierhuis in. They've made an absolute arse of it. I could see what was happening there a mile away. So easy, so easy. You'd be raging, to be frank, if we conceded that goal the other way. I'd be absolutely furious. But it can happen in real life, you know. Defenders get themselves a mess. As Denisov puts it clear to Jorgensen. The counter is on again for Feyenoord, it has to be said. It's Berghuis now. Has a huge overlap from the right back. Are they going to mess it up again? Not quite. They go back to Vermeer. Knocks her out to Van Beek. Botigan. Josue forward to Jorgensen. Don't let him play that in behind. Gavranovic doubled up on. Oh, it's a good ball. Uribe. Josue. It's Berghuis again. It's a good save by Roy Grok this time. It's not a bad game here today. Feyenoord probably just about having the better of it. We're doing alright though. 1 apiece. Long throw from Denisov. Lumped into the box. Jorgensen flicks it on. Berghuis. It's a good save, it has to be said, by Roy Grok there. I'm just going to encourage the boys. Maybe get a wee bit disheartened now that we're coming under more pressure. Let's Try and keep the heads up. Lang and Van de Beek have been poor, as have Kluivert and Dekker. Will bring on Nunnally at half time as Van de Beek delivers it. It is headed away, and it'll be another counter attack. Denisov playing it forward quickly. Josue out for Berghuis, and see, they've messed it up there by playing that behind him. Surely we should be back defending. Lang, Van de Beek losing it to Josue though. Uribe, oh, what a challenge by Lang. Farkas over the top for Kluivert. Go on, Kluivert, race them. Swings it. Dekker, oh, it's a decent save, it has to be said, by Vermeer, but he should have done better there. And Jorgensen joins Berghuis in being injured. It's been a good half, it must be said. We're not doing badly at all. Keep working and we'll win. I'm going to take Dekker off for Nunnally, who, as I say, has done well recently. Farkas finding Savastano now. Nunnally going down the left, but nothing coming of that ball. A draw here, it has to be said, is a good result. Feyenoord obviously can win their game in hand and go 3 points clear of us, but we will have played them away and they'll still have to come to the Johan Cruyff Arena. So a draw here wouldn't be the end of the world. Josue puts it in. It's headed! Oh, Jesus, it's just wide. Whew. A draw here would be a great result, actually. Let's get the draw. Denisov throws it. El Hamadi. Uribe back to El Hamadi. Come on, nick it and counter. Nope. Botius whips it in, away by Kemper, only as far as Newcoop. Denisov round the corner. Botius, oh, come on. Fouled by backboard. Josue, saved by the young goalkeeper. Oofed. Unbelievable, right? Show some passion now, come on. Van Cruyff, they've absolutely battered us this second half. Come on, create one and bury them. Nunnally now. Good ball. Kluivert in, shoots, scores! 2-1. Oh my days. Right, concentrate now. Concentrate, boys. Good assist from Nunnally, it has to be said. Lovely finish. I'm not quite sure what Vermeer's doing in their goal there, but with 20 minutes to go, I'm going to bring on Jurgen Keelenkamp for Noah Lang, who's not had a great game, but then again, now there is Van de Beek in there. Right, tighten up. Last 10 minutes. For 5 minutes we'll go contain. Van de Beek nicks it. Oh, is there a counter on? Nunnally. Kluivert. He's in, he shoots. Ah, it's been blazed over. Searhouse's movement wasn't exactly great there, it has to be said. Let's try and contain as the ball goes long from Vermeer. Kemper's header finds Nunnally. Switching it to Searhouse. Kluivert, good ball. Keelenkamp off the bench. Ah, and he's missed. Kenneth Vermeer makes a good save. And now it's Feyenoord getting opened up on the counter here. Corner to be taken by Donny van de Beek. Don't let them counter again. Takes a long time over it. Good boy. And it is headed away. Possible counter is on again for Feyenoord. How does this keep happening? Botius running at the box now. He's in. He shoots. He hits the post. An absolute let-off. Eric Koning is coming on for Searhouse. Searhouse, who probably at this point actually should be off the park already. He was only supposed to get 75 minutes. But as we go into 90 minutes, come on, let me tell them to tighten up. There we go, tighten up, come on. What a win this would be away from home. Moving us 3 points clear. Of course, Feyenoord will still have the game in hand, but 3 points clear is massive. Particularly having played them away and them still having to come to the Amsterdam Arena. Botius, lovely challenge backboard, away by a Keelenkamp. Whistle goes. 2-1 to Ajax. Excellent result. The best domestic result of our tenure so far, by a distance. And we took the right man off, it was either Dekker or Kluivert. Kluivert ends up producing man of the match and the game-winning goal. And you cannot argue for more than that. PSV Eindhoven now against Breda. The PSV continue their resurgence. They do indeed. They're up to 13th now. They're 15 points behind with 1 game in hand. They could move to within 12, considering it was looking like they had a relegation fight on their hands. Moving within 12 is actually a pretty good outlook for them, actually. Nothing really of note going to happen before the Heerenveen game, I don't think. Our under-19s play Benfica's under-19s, which will be worth a watch, I suppose, but... not a watch, we're not going to watch it, don't worry, but just be worth seeing what happens, is what I'm meaning on that one. Kluivert wants to join Benfica, absolutely no chance. You're going to have to forget about the move, I'll be rejecting any approach for you. Where are we? You're going nowhere, you have to get used to it. I'm a professional, so I'll deal with it. Good. because you're absolutely 100% not going to Benfica. Why you would want to go to Benfica when we've literally just played them in the Champions League and we've come out as a better team, top in the group even. I have no idea why you'd want to move to Benfica then. You know, if we were talking about a move to Juventus or something, I would at least understand it, but not quite seeing why the game would rank Benfica as significantly above Ajax. Probably around about the same level, I would argue. And we're about to see what the under-19s are like as our under-19s take on Benfica's. Feyenoord have that game in hand now. They're probably going to win that game. That looks like a scoosh. And oh my god, they've lost 3-1 at home. They were 1-0 up, and then Jordan Larsson makes it one apiece. They actually go down to 10 men, and then Linnertz and Jordan Larsson score. Feyenoord somehow lose, and we, all of a sudden, after 16 games, are 3 points clear. We have to... we lost 2-1. That's a shame, we lost 2-1. How's this, boy? It looks alright. But we are... Our under-19s are going to qualify. 7 points clear of Bayern's. That game there, away at Benfica, being the only game that they've actually lost. So good for them. Looks good for the future of the youth development there. Yeah, but against Heerenveen now, they're a tough, tough team. They've gave us a couple of fair hammerings, actually. So hopefully, at home though, hopefully we can do the business. I believe we beat them at home last season, 4-1 or something, but we did lose 6-0 or something absolutely ridiculous when we went away to them. In fact, did they not hammer us at the start of this season as well? Where are they? Got Heerenveen. Yeah, they beat us 6-2 away from home last season. Yeah, they beat us 6-1 away from home last season, so technically this season was an improvement. A bit of a bogey team for us, but at home, given that we just had a sensational away result over Feyenoord, I'd like to think that we're going to be able to do the business here against Heerenveen. Keep ourselves strong. Maybe take charge of this title race. Well, we're actually going to play before Feyenoord here. Feyenoord don't play until tomorrow. They're away at resurgent PSV Eindhoven. It's a big week for us here, actually. They've beaten us twice, yeah, obviously the two hammerings at their patch, and we beat them once on our patch. The exact same team is going to play, apart from Decker out for Nunnally since he came on and got the assist that won the game. Other than that, it will be Rui Grok, Veltman, Farkas, Kemper, Backboard, Savastano, Lang, Van de Beek, Kluivert, Sirhouse and Nunnally. That will be the team. Same team that beat Feyenoord, with obviously Nunnally starting in place of Decker. Assertive, I expect nothing but a win. Get out there and beat them. And push forward, get stuck right into this lot. Opening 10 minutes, bit of a dead rubber. Kemper, Van de Beek, back to Rui Grok. Kemper, lovely play, passing out for the back. Farkas, backboard. Forward for Kluivert, it's a good ball into the key man, Sirhouse. Great ball for Savastano's overlap. Drill it across. He whips it high. Kluivert, though, does manage to nod it in. I'm always iffy about a high cross going in since we don't have a lot of height there. But Kluivert, hey, he manages to rise and nod it home for the lead and a 6-point gap at the top of the table. Banky with the throw. Sirhouse with the interception. Van de Beek to Kluivert. It was a bit too high for him to take. That's a lovely piece of defending actually there from Heerenveen. Mihailovic coming inside. Thern. Rojas. Thern again. Nicked. But plays it off him. Back to Rojas. Thern again. Inside. We can't quite nick it. Armenteros. Mihailovic. Managing to keep the ball away from about 5 defenders. Savastano though does nick it. Plays it to Nunnally. Kluivert's on his bike. It goes over the top. It's a poor ball actually. Rojas again. Armenteros. I feel like there's a goal in this. Brahma. Thorsby out wide. In behind. Mihailovic is onto this. Keeps it in. Whips it. Armenteros down and Rojas scores. And I told you there was a goal in it. Marco Rojas makes it 1-1. Terrible defending, it has to be said. Got down that right inside far too easily. Van de Beek's corner. Oh, he's given it right to Morten Thorsby. Rojas now the goal scorer, losing it to Savastano. Kluivert, Sirhouse blocked. Van de Beek, Nunnally. It's broke for Lang. Tight angle, squares it. Nunnally, what a save. Nunnally, what a save. Nunnally, what a save. For fuck's sake. 3 times off the goalkeeper. Backboard now as we try and keep it alive. Kluivert does lose it to Thorsby, and how does that goalkeeper save 3 point blank shots? Veltman now, Farkas, at least we seem to have our mojo a wee bit now. Kemper, Savastano, high press from Heerenveen, Van de Beek switching it, backboard now, skips past one. Kluivert, Van de Beek, Sierhuis, into Nunnally, got to finish, oh he scuffed it. Doesn't hit the keeper this time, he drags it wide. We'll bring on Decker for him at half time and see if it produces the same effect as the opposite sub made against Feyenoord. Thern now, floating it in deep. Don't you dare give away a penalty. Backboard's header away only as far as Thern again though. Lang has nicked it, Sierhuis, it's got to be a goal here. Nunnally, you better square this, son. He goes down, pen given. Sierhuis to take. This will be for his 30th goal of the season. Come on, son, don't you dare miss. Sierhuis, he's missed. Of course he has. The fucking keeper just saved 3 point blank efforts and a penalty, and he's only on a 6.9 rating. Figure that one out. Well, a penalty miss in our favour in the last game helped us to win. A penalty miss against us this time hopefully won't produce the opposite effect as Gino Decker does come on. Donny van de Beek's actually going to go off for a Kellenkamp. I'm going to play Lang and a Kellenkamp together. I'm going to tell them to push forward. Kemper now, Lang. We should be winning in this game. Heerenveen really have created one chance. We've had what, at least 5 good chances that we haven't taken, not including the goal. Backboard now into Kluivert. Can he produce a cross? He can. Can Decker finish? He can. And it seems like whoever starts the game out of Decker and Nunnally has a howler of a first half. The other comes on and turns the game. As long as it keeps working. Decker in, Sierhuis's header just over the bar this time. It was almost an assist as well for Decker there. Just hope we don't give away anything silly this time. Got a nice lead here. We will bring on a substitute for Sierhuis as he continues his run to fitness. Wait till about 75 minutes to do that. Here we go now, Sierhuis. Oh, it's a lunge. It's a brutal lunge. Let's take him off now because he'll be half dead. Eric Koning coming on as Brahma gets sent off for Heerenveen. Decker now as we look for the clincher. Kluivert heads it over. I'm going to tell him to concentrate though. Last thing we need is to get caught out by 10 men. Savastano dinks it in. Koning, Lang deflected. Decker. And there you go. Coming on at half time, gets a brace. Heerenveen are undefeated in 6 apparently. That looks to be over. They're 2 down here at the Johan Cruyff Arena and they're down to 10 men. We will be 6 clear of Feyenoord, who will have a game in hand, but it's away at PSV Eindhoven. Resurgent PSV Eindhoven. Ruben Pinto floats it in. Rojas cushions it down. Banke loses it to Veltman. Palomar back to Pinto. Come on, hold. Don't get him a second. Lovely sweeping by Rui Grok. And with 15 seconds left, bowled out to Boy Kemper. It is going to be a 3-1 victory at least. Decker puts it in for Koning, is it? No, it's not quite 4. A loose touch brings the ball through to Munir, the goalkeeper. He'll lump it. It's got to be time now. And it is time. Exceptional half. First half ends 1 apiece and we had a missed penalty. Second half, we turn it on, win the game 3-1 and we go 6 point clear. It's just time to see what happens the rest of the weekend now before we call this an episode. Roda losing to Willem 4-1 there at home. That's a shocker of a result. Roda, who'd started the season very well, are now falling way down the table. Vitesse drawing against Breda is also good. That keeps them 6 points behind us, same as Heerenveen. Let's hope Feyenoord can stay 6 points behind us. It's got a wee PSV win here. AZ away at Den Haag, which is not a super easy game. Groningen getting the win there. Come on, PSV. PSV beat Feyenoord. 20 beat Utrecht. Come on, Den Haag. Just put the icing on the cake. Den Haag beat Alkmaar. What an episode this has been. We beat Feyenoord away from home. We beat Heerenveen at home. We sit, after 17 games, we sit 6 points clear of Feyenoord. We sit 6 clear of Heerenveen. We sit 6 clear of Vitesse. We sit 7 clear of Groningen. And we sit 10 clear of AZ, who have the game in hand. When did they play that actually? Can we see that this episode? Nah, it's a good while since till they play that. But what an episode this has been. Best episode in a good long while now. Yeah, we're actually flying high in the league. Since we lost that shot game against Groningen, we've beaten Breda, we've beaten NEC, we've beaten Feyenoord, beaten Heerenveen. And the next time we're in action will be on the 20th of the month, December, away at AZ, who have just lost their last game against Den Haag. And then we host Heracles at home to finish out this calendar year in the Eredivisie. And hopefully we can extend that lead at the top. I don't think we will, because Feyenoord, I think we're playing go-ahead Eagles, but you never know. They've had a wee stinker there last time out against PSV, and of course the time before that losing at home to us. But listen, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have done, please drop down below and leave a like on this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And of course, hit the subscribe button there. That'd be great. You can follow the young lads in their fledgling careers now. They actually are in with a chance of winning this title. So that'll obviously get the excitement going about the Ajax fans at the minute. But yeah, hopefully next time out we'll be putting AZ out the cup and keeping our run going in the league. So I hope to see you for that one. And yeah, I'll see you next time.